Kyubey was always seen as a bipolarizing figure within the Madoka Magica series and has gotten mixed reception from fans all over the world, meaning some people hate him for the way he treats the girls throughout the series, manipulating and taking advantage of them into making wishes and contracts, while there are also those out there who love him and feel his cause for saving the universe is completely justified. And then you have people like me who are neutral toward him because, in all honesty, his cause can be argued either way. But I think it goes without saying, most fans consider Kyubey to be the main antagonist within the series. But is there a way this could change? What if I told you there is a way for Kyubey to not only lose his immortality, despite him being seen as an indestructible force within the series, and rid the universe of its entropy problem once and for all, and possibly even save Madoka in the process from the wish she ultimately makes. In this video, I'll explain what would need to happen in order for Kyubey to not only save the universe, but also join the side of Madoka and the other girls. That's coming up next, so stay tuned! Hey, this is Mami-Sexual reporting for duty. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, I go by the name Mami-Sexual and I specialize in making Madoka theories and analysis videos. If you're into that, be sure to subscribe for new videos every week and don't forget to hit the notification bell icon because YouTube will not show you my videos unless you hit this bell icon and ask to be notified. Very, very important. If you want to see the videos I make the moment they come out, make sure to hit this bell. With that said, let's begin today's video! If you go back to episode 11 where Kyubey is explaining his reasoning for why he incorporated the magical girl system and how it will benefit the universe to Madoka, despite hearing his words, Madoka is unable to wrap her head around Kyubey's logic and is more focused on the way the other girls in the series have suffered as a result of his plans. Madoka questions Kyubey's understanding of the other girls and their feelings, and Kyubey mentions that if he could understand how they felt, his kind would have never came to this planet to begin with, and that he views human emotion as a mental disorder. At this point, Madoka has a very strong need to get Kyubey to understand the pain and suffering the other girls experience, and it's at this point that a few simple words from Madoka could have changed everything, and those words would be, "I wish you could understand how they felt." Given what was going on at the time with Madoka's emotions being at an all-time high, and when you take into consideration her sometimes impulsive nature that's been displayed throughout the series, and the fact that Homura is not around to stop this wish from happening due to her fighting Walpurgis Notch, an alternative timeline would be created due to Madoka's intense feelings over the matter and wanting so much for Kyubey to understand the other girls, thus giving birth to this wish, because the only way Kyubey would be able to understand the other girls would be by becoming a magical girl himself, which would also force him to become human in the process. I mean, what better way to understand someone than by walking in their own shoes, am I right? Once this wish is made, the story of Madoka would play out, with Madoka showing up in order to help Homura against Walpurgis Notch, and due to all the time loops Homura created, Madoka would have the power needed to destroy Walpurgis Notch. At this point, with the threat of Walpurgis Notch gone, Madoka, after making her wish, would help Kyubey adapt to his new life as well as his new feelings and human body, because that's just the type of person she is. And she would also feel responsible for Kyubey after forcing this change upon him despite the circumstances. Over time, this magical girl version of Kyubey would begin to understand the struggles and emotions of humans due to being transformed into one, and begin to undergo a change after living the life of a magical girl, fighting witches alongside with Madoka and learning to live life as a human being. In the end, he would be conflicted between both sides residing in him, and that would be the logical incubator side versus the emotional human side that has developed. It is my belief that after a time of fighting witches alongside with Madoka, at some point, Madoka would then reach her breaking point of transforming into a witch, and since Kyubey and Madoka will have spent time together and will have bonded all this time leading up to this transformation, Kyubey would not want the same cruel fate to happen to Madoka as it has happened to all the other girls, since after living as a human/magical girl at the request of Madoka's wish, Kyubey would now understand just how cruel a fate it is for magical girls to live and die the way they do for the sake of their wishes. But the incubator side would still tell Kyubey that the process that a magical girl goes through is still important for the sake of the universe, and she still had a duty as an incubator to save the universe by collecting energy, even as a magical girl. It's at this time that Kyubey would use its powers to save Madoka from her cruel fate and stop her from transforming and possibly reverting Madoka back to a normal girl, since Kyubey has the power to grant miracles while also sacrificing itself in her place in order to save the universe. Kyubey would transform into a witch and would release enough energy to fix the entropy problem due to the fact that Kyubey is tied to so many girls from the past that made wishes. His karmic destiny would be huge, possibly just as big, if not bigger than Madoka's own karmatic destiny due to the connection he has with all magical girls. At this time, another incubator would appear and use that energy to save the universe and solve the entropy problem. However, this would result in the planet Earth being destroyed, since Kyubey as a witch would be too destructive for anyone to handle, though there's still a possibility that despite Kyubey transforming into a witch, since it will have spent its time understanding what it meant to be a magical girl due to Madoka's wish, perhaps, maybe, just maybe, a miracle would in fact happen where Kyubey's essence, even as a witch, is able to save the universe without destroying planet Earth, and thus Kyubey would be doing his part in saving the universe while finally understanding humanity all at the same time. But what do you think? Do you think it's likely Kyubey would destroy the Earth after becoming a witch, or do you think, given the circumstances of the wish, that Kyubey would save the planet and the universe instead? Feel free to write your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can get my videos the moment that they are created. I hope you enjoyed this Madoka theory. Let me know if there's any videos you would like to see me make in the future regarding any Madoka character or any scenario or anything that you can think of. And I'll catch you guys later. This is Mami-Sexual signing out. Peace!